that wasn't a fact and that wasn't a case, then makeup wouldn't exist. Plastic surgery wouldn't exist. All these BBLs wouldn't exist. Tummy tucks, breast enhancements, none of that would exist if even women, these are women getting stuff done to themselves, not because a man asked them to, but because this is what they view of themselves. So please explain to me where we're going wrong. And again, this is just a friendly debate, but I don't agree with you. Yeah, she logged off. She logged off. Okay. It was nice talking to you. Okay, so next question. Do a man care about a woman's career accomplishments when it comes to dating?
When it comes to dating, not knowing a woman, not knowing this, that, and the other.
Yeah, do you care about her career accomplishments?
Not really.
That's coming from a man. I don't think they care neither. To be completely honest, I don't think they care neither. I'm hoping that you guys heard all that because there was something funky going on with my volume button, apparently. But next question. Should a relationship be 50-50? Brandon said, hell yeah, I ain't nobody's sugar daddy. Okay, Brandon, aside from you, honestly, I believe so, yes. But there are others that don't have that belief. There are others that feel like the man should take care of everything. Some men feel like they should take care of everything, with their women just taking care of what's traditionally expected of a woman. So I guess it really depends on the dynamic and the people.
Yep, that's agreed. It depends on who you with and the relationship that you're in and everything like that, and how much you can depend on the opposite partner.
Oh, look, y'all. Allie is back. Welcome back, Allie. You have something to say about this question?
Maybe she didn't log off on purpose.
Okay, so no, we're not purposely asking questions to target women. This is not what this is about. There was a poll put online, and I asked all my viewers to ask whatever questions they wanted me to ask or talk about in my next podcast. And this is what people came up with. No, actually, most of my subscribers are women. Most of these questions were posted by women.
Okay, is that the one that's thought that I was? Okay, let me speak on that real quick. Okay, I want you just to kind of take let's go in a different direction. Let's take a timeline and put a timeline just like it's a thermostat. Okay, on one side of the timeline, you have a 20-year-old. On the opposite side of the timeline, let's say you have a 60-year-old. Okay, so you have a 40-year difference. Okay, as that timeline is moving, it's going from 20 to 40. Let's say we do opposite extremes. If you have the 20-year-old who either catches a sickness or has a baby, this, that, and the other, versus the actual 40-year-old, or excuse me, the 60-year-old, which one of them is more likely, statistically wise, more likely to actually lose their life in actually giving birth?
She said giving birth is a risk for all women. It's not about age or health.
But we're talking about statistically.
She said, "Where's the statistics? Where are you getting these statistics from?"
Okay. Do you
Yeah.
You know the statistics?
Let me just. Hi, I'm Maya. I'm a 25-year-old woman. I got pregnant at 17, and even at 17 years old, yes, I was at a high risk. But the risk was less likely because my body was younger. My body was more mature enough to handle a situation like that. When you're an older woman getting pregnant, you're in a more higher risk because your body is unable to handle all of that pressure, all of that baggage that comes with actually physically having a child. So yes, when you are older, it does not matter if you look up statistics or not. Ask anybody. When you're getting older, you having a child gives you more likely of a chance to either die or for that baby not to make it. So like you were saying earlier, yes, you can adopt. Yes, you can do this, that, and the third. But even as an older woman, 60 years old, 30 years old, 40 years old, 50 years old, you're not going to go and you're not going to adopt a baby at 60 years old. Because at 60 years old, that baby's already, 4 or 5 months old? Okay, so at 4 or 5 months old and a 60-year-old, that's already a high risk situation alone. So no, you can't just say, oh, well, all women, this, that, and the third, because no, not all women. You're right. But at the end of the day, you're not going to go at 45, 55 years old and try to get pregnant.
Okay, let me stop you right there, Maya. Thank you, Brandon, because I see the arguing going on in the chat. And we do not tolerate bullies. We do not tolerate name calling. We are all adults, and you will be respectful to anyone who has an opinion, whether you agree with it or not. So please refrain from that, or else I will block you from ever coming on my podcast again. You had a question about statistics. It is being looked at right now. I mean, if you look at history and everything like that. Now, Maya might not have said it the way you wanted to, but she did have a point to what she is saying.
Okay. Let's look this up for yourself. Go on Google and say, does age matter with women having babies?
And if you want to be more precise,
look at the results and see what you get. And then if you want to know where all those facts come from, you have the whole internet to go.
Brandon said the results say that she's a complete dumbass. Continue.
Jesus Christ.
No, we are not just shooting you down because we don't like people that don't agree with us. We don't mind it. We don't mind the disagreements, but like you have to back it up. You have to back it up.
We don't want you to look delusional.
I mean, that's just a simple fact, and technically that's for men too, but men just don't have babies.
Right. The older the man gets, the lower their sperm count is.
Yeah, and the older a man gets, as our bodies age, we simply can't bounce back like we used to when we were younger.
Exactly. It's not a man and woman thing. It's just it's a human thing. It's shown. Even if you go back into when we were in tribal lands and everything like that, well, tribal times with Indians and African tribes, just tribes everywhere, the elder, after they reach a certain age, the responsibility is taken from them and put to the youth, and their responsibility is teaching the youth what to do and the proper way to do it so they can continue on with the culture. Next question is, what is a man's role in a relationship, and has that changed in modern times? Has the standard of a man's role in a relationship changed in modern times?
I'm sorry, one more time.
What is a man's role in a relationship, and has that standard changed in modern times?
I feel like that standard has changed. I feel like a man's role in a relationship is to be the leader. I feel like a man's role in the relationship is to be that solid rock that, you know what I'm saying, the woman can lean on, of course the kids can lean on. That man's role in the relationship is also to be the teacher of his family. You know, if you ever see certain little cartoons and stuff like that, certain little shows and everything like that, where you have a situation where it's all about, okay, how about this? Let's go to Grown-Ups, right? If you go look at every family, to some degree, that family is in a sense kind of a product of the man. Like for instance, I can't remember
Chris
what his
Rock.
name. Not him.
Adam Sandler.
But the Bumpy and you know how they all had the horseshoe haircut.
Oh yeah.
The daddy started it. Then it's the wife, and then it's the son.
Yeah.
They all kind of going in the same direction.
Right.
I know that's a kind of a interesting way of kind of putting it, but when it's all said and done, that's just like, let's say you have a husband that's a Marine. 9 times out of 10, that Marine probably showed that wife a little something about something. 9 times out of 10, your basketball player, that wife might know a little something about some basketball, because the man is the leader and everybody else follows to some degree. What's up?
Okay, so Ali is saying the man's role in a relationship, she doesn't feel like it has changed or the standard has changed, but a woman's has, because we have more rights and we're allowed to do more things than just be a man's doormat and his slave.
Okay, I mean it's an opinion.
It is, and every opinion is respected on this platform. I feel like a lot of males today are not men, because they don't know how to be. They weren't shown, and a lot of that is a product of their environment, being raised out of a 2-parent household, not having a positive male role model in their life to show them what it is to be a man. And what a lot of today's social media and what the media and the government is pushing at us, because they want our dynamic, especially in the black community, they want our families to fail. They want us not to be successful. And they figured out, hey, if we fight them head on, they're going to fight back and win. History has shown this to us. So they want us to fight amongst ourselves and let us tear ourselves down from the inside. It's sad, but it's true. And as far as what you're saying about women, I mean, the modern, and that was the next question, so you kind of just threw that in there, the modern woman's role in a relationship, I feel like a lot of women are walking in their masculinity. Mm-hmm. And they feel like their role in a relationship has changed. But they cannot get the value of man they want, because guess what? That man still wants that submissive woman. That man still wants that woman that's not scared to walk in her femininity and know it is not his job to make you walk in that. You're a woman, be a woman. I understand a lot of women have been put in situations where they have to be masculine, where they have to be this and they have to be that. But when you stay in that headspace and choose to be combative and choose to continue to do this and to do that, guess what, baby? That's your fault. Accept the consequences of your actions.
What did she say?
She don't want to be a man's doormat.
Oh, right, that. Girl, first off, if you ever feel like that your responsibility as a woman is to be a man's doormat, you on some other shit. And I'm gonna just let you know that now. Because first off, a woman is never a man's doormat. A man is